DreAllDay.com.
What up, everybody? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Here we are, conference finals. Eastern Conference Finals, the Atlanta Hawks against the Cleveland Cavaliers. So we got the #1 and the #2 seed in the conference going up against each other for the right to represent the East in the NBA Finals. So first of all, to recap the previous series, I did correctly predict the Cavs in 6. I happened to get that right in a number of games, but I also had the Wizards winning in 6. So I got the Cavs series right, and I got the Wizards series wrong. I think I had it the exact opposite because it actually ended up being the Hawks. I think as far as the Wizards go, that they could have won that series with a healthy John Wall and with a better rebounder than Nene. Because Nene not being able to grab that rebound in game 5? When Al Horford got the layup right there, right before the buzzer, that was the killer of the series right there. The Wizards had just made a big shot that pretty much would have won them the game. The Hawks got the ball, missed their shot. John Wall playing good defense on Schroeder, and then Al Horford grabs the rebound and makes a layup. It's because nobody boxed him out. So that right there was it. And then the Hawks went on to win Game 6, even though Paul Pierce made a hell of a shot. It was after the buzzer. So I think with a healthy John Wall, the Wizards could have won that series. As far as the Wizards moving forward, I think they're going to get rid of their coach. I think Whitman's gone, even though they played very well. I must say, they played very well in the playoffs. They didn't look that good. They didn't look as good in the regular season, the end of the regular season, as they did in the playoffs. So I don't know if that's going to help save the coach's job. I hope not, because I think they could be a better team with a better coach. Hopefully they get Paul Pierce back. They need his veteran leadership. They need better rebounding from their two bigs, Gortat and Nene. One of those guys needs to get 10 rebounds a game, in my opinion. Otto Porter stepped up really well. And with a healthy Wall, hopefully Bradley Beal starts to improve again, even though this year he didn't really improve that much. I think they got a bright future, the Washington Wizards. Now, as far as the Cavs-Bulls series, the Bulls... Now, there were a lot of Bulls fans out there. I know y'all watching this video. There's a lot of Bulls fans doing a lot of talking when I put out that prediction video for the last series. And usually what happens in these series, y'all, I put out the prediction video, right? And I pick whatever team I pick. And then if that team loses the first game, a bunch of fans from the other team come in the comments like, oh, yeah, Dre, such and such going to win because the X, Y, Z. And I'm like, dude, the series already started, first of all. So you can't come in and say they're going to win after they already won one game. Of course, it's easy to pick when the team already won a game. And there was a lot of Bulls fans using the C-Red hashtag. Now, I want to know where all those Bulls fans are now, because there ain't really no excuse. Y'all had y'all guys. The Cavs had some guys out. The Bulls had some guys out. The Bulls won Game 1, and then the Cavs came in and basically kicked their ass for the rest of the series. The Bulls did win a game when Derrick Rose hit the 3 off the glass at the buzzer, but the Cavs pretty much kicked the Bulls' ass the rest of the series. The Bulls blew some games. As far as Chicago going forward, I mean, it seems pretty much assumed that their coach is going to be out. I don't know why. Well, I know why, but not basketball-wise, I don't know why. Management-wise, he's not getting along with those people, upstairs in the front office. So who knows what's going to happen with the Bulls moving forward. Derrick Rose looked good. I mean, he ain't Derrick Rose. He probably won't be anymore. With basketball, when your knees are messed up, you really can't do it anymore. So anyway, all right, that's enough of the teams that lost. Let's talk about the teams that are playing. The Hawks against the Bulls. The Hawks against the Cavs, rather. The Hawks actually, I think, have a fighting chance in this series for one reason being DeMarre Carroll has been playing really well in the playoffs. I think he scored over 20 points like 5-6 games in a row. I don't know if he kept the streak going throughout the whole semifinal series, but I know he had 20-something in the last game of the series. And he's their 3 guy, and he's going to be going up against LeBron. So I think his confidence is really high right now. I think he's going to make LeBron James work on defense, which is important when you're playing against a good scorer. You got to make them spend some energy on D so they don't have all their energy to kick your ass on offense, because a great scorer is going to do their thing regardless. So you want to try to stop them from doing their thing as much as possible. So I think making LeBron work on D, DeMarre Carroll will be very important. So I think he's going to be ready to go. At the point guard position, hopefully the Cavs have a healthy Kyrie. The good thing is they got all these days off. The series doesn't start until Wednesday, so they've had several days off before that game actually happens, which would be good for him. They need a 100% healthy Kyrie to go up against Teague and Schrader, 2 quick, athletic point guards. They're going to need to win that matchup. At the 2-guard position, as long as they got the Cavs have Shumpert and J.R. Smith, staying disciplined defensively to go up against Corver, because they're going to have to chase that guy around. You know, Kyle Corver, he catches the ball beyond the three-point line with a slither of spaces. He's going to let it fly, and there's a pretty good chance it's going in. And at the big positions, Paul Millsap and Horford, I think, of course, skill-wise have an advantage over, you know, Tristan Thompson, Timofey Mozgov, and whoever else the Cavs put out there at the big positions. I think James Jones can step in and hit some threes. He's a hell of a shooter. It don't even look like he's really going to be a factor when you see him walk on the court, but then he starts making those threes like it ain't nothing. So overall, but also I think Tristan Thompson from the Cavs, I mean, that dude is just a bundle of energy on the offensive glass. It's hard to keep that dude off the glass, and I think he's, again, going to hurt his opponent on the offensive glass the same way he did the Bulls. And the Bulls got Pau Gasol, who's not the best rebounder. I mean, he's in the right place a lot of times, so he gets 10 rebounds a game, but he's not that great of a rebounder. And Joakim Noah supposedly had some injuries, but even if you 100%, that dude is hard to keep off the glass. So I think Tristan Thompson's going to do his thing. His confidence is really high right now as far as grabbing those rebounds. That's what he does best, and that's what he's doing. But overall, my prediction for this series, anytime I'm kind of stuck on the series, I can't say there's a clear better team, and usually once you get past the first round, there's usually not a clear better team most of the time in the NBA, because in a series, it's not like the NCAA tournament where it's just one game and anybody can just get hot and win one game and then they won. In a series, a 7-game series, the better team always wins. Of course, when you factor in injuries, of course, depending on who each team has, but the better team always wins in a 7-game series. And in this series, each team has different strengths and weaknesses, but the best player in the series is Mr. LeBron James. He is better than anybody on the Hawks. The Hawks are a team. They got several players who are really good, kind of really close to each other skill-wise, whereas the Cavs have a bigger distribution. Hard for me to say what the exact term is I want to use. I can't think of it. But you got LeBron up here, Kyrie's up here, and you got players who are much less skilled, but that one guy in a sport like basketball can turn the tide, as we saw in the Cavs Bulls series. So I have to go with the Cleveland Cavaliers, even though they don't have home court advantage in this series. I have the Cavaliers winning this series in 6 games, the same way they won the Bulls series. Cleveland Cavaliers defeat the Atlanta Hawks in 6 games, and they will represent the Eastern Conference in the NBA Finals. I want to hear what you guys' predictions are, what you think about the series. Not only your predictions, but why. Why do you think whatever you think is going to happen? Let me know down here in the comments. We know the series starts Wednesday. The good thing about this is we only got 1 game a night now. We got the East and the West and the East and the West. And at the same time I'm putting this video out, you're going to see the Western Conference preview. And that's that. Work on your game. DreAllDay.com. Thanks for checking out this video. Make sure you follow all my top content up here. Follow me on all your favorite social networks right over here. And make sure you are subscribed to catch all the new content I put on this channel every single day. Work on